8 more days, y'all. 8 more days! I can't believe that I am here in the snow. This was the best that I could do to cover my head and my locks. Thank God I bought this jacket real quick. Say what's up to the vlog.
Hi everyone. How are you?
So my mom actually wrote a book, a storybook. Mm-hmm. So Mom, I guess you can just talk about what it's about and where people can get it and where's my copy?
Okay. First of all, the book is called Come Back to Me, Ava, and it's a fiction, an adventure fiction book, and it touches on topics. I guess one particular topic it touches on is generational trauma, and it's about a girl. Her name is Ava, and she is going through a lot. She's young and she's going through a lot in her home, in her environment, and the book basically focuses on her life and how she adapts with the situation, what happens with her, where she goes from there, and how she adapts. And it's a very interesting read. It's an adventure. It has all different types of emotion, and it's a good book. I actually wrote it to help anybody out there that is either going through what the character Ava is going through, or just in general, maybe it can help somebody understand another person that is dealing with trauma. Mm-hmm. And it could be an adult, it could be a young adult. It's for everyone.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah. So, given the fact that you wrote this book, are there parts of yourself that you put into it, or is it just completely?
Well, I have to say it's inspired.
Okay, yeah.
It's inspired by true events, and also some things that I've seen, I've witnessed, and just a lot of different things that I express in the book. So yeah, it is inspired by true events, but it is fiction though.
Yeah. So am I in the book? Because I haven't read it yet.
Well, there is a character that could be you, but it's fictional though. It's not
exactly.
Yeah, there is a character that could resemble you or could fit your profile or what happened when I was younger and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fiction though. it's fiction.
Yeah. So, how long have you been wanting to do something like this?
I think I've always known that I was going to write. I just didn't know how it was going to happen, when it was going to happen. And then one time, maybe about 2 years ago, we were on the phone, remember?
Yeah.
And you said to me, why don't you just write a book? And I was like, I can't. How am I supposed to write a book?
I know.
And you're like, you can do it, you know?
Just do this, just
yeah,
do that.
yeah. So you gave some suggestions, and something hit me, and I said, you know what?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do this. And I'm looking at my age and just the timing and everything, and I said, you know what? This is perfect. Let me just do this. If I don't do it now, I won't do it.
Yeah. You see that, guys? Like, this natural motivator. And I was surprised, too, that she actually stuck to it, because it took like a full year.
Over a year.
Yeah, until it's finally, now she just got it up onto Amazon. So
Yeah.
I'll link it down below. What's one scene in the book that you can remember that would leave people anxious and wanting to like actually go and support and get the book and read it and, you know, leave an honest review?
Okay, well, there's a scene where Ava is with a friend of hers,
Yeah.
and the two of them discover a whole different scene, like a whole different party scene, like from young. And
What time?
what time? When you say what time?
Like, what was the year?
Well, that scene takes place around, say, 1980.
Oh, it was in the 80s.
Yeah, 1988.
Okay.
You know, or
Yeah.
88, and she goes to a birthday party
Yeah.
for a friend, and then at the birthday party, they notice some music coming from the other side of where they were, like they were partying.
Yeah.
That sounded more exciting.
Yeah.
And when they went and peeked through the door, what they saw on the other side, just like, it just sparked a whole different. I wanted to put that in the book because that time, there were times in my life that I experienced certain things that I wanted to share in the book.
Yeah.
That I don't see happening now. Like a lot of things are different now.
Yeah.
When it comes to going out, partying with your friends, and it's just a different reality.
Yeah.
So I wanted to paint the picture of how it was back in those times.
Yeah.
To go out with your friends.
Yeah. Well, 87 is before I was born. I was born in 92, but I remember seeing my mom, like my grandma would make some of her clothes and she'd be going out with her friend, and I used to be like, I can't wait until I grow up and I can have these experiences. But by the time I grew up, it was gone. By the time I was legal, it was gone. So I only got to catch like a fraction of it. But
and I wanted you to experience it too, because it was fun.
Yeah.
Like those times were fun, and what I see now is not what it is. It was just a different time, you know?
Yeah.
So I tried to capture some moments of the 80s in the book, you know, because it was a special time, you know, so that's just one. I didn't really give too much away, but
right, yeah.
That's kind of like how it is. Like I finally got a chance to express a lot of thoughts that I have in my mind that is just like playing around. I finally got to put them into a story, and that's how I started, by the way. I started reading stories a lot.
Yeah. I
used to read a lot, and I love stories. Like, it's such an escape, you know?
Yeah. So there it is. Come Back to Me, Ava, right?
Yeah.
Come Back to Me, Ava. I'll link it down below, guys. Support. It's available also on Kindle, and you can get the physical copy. But but yeah, you know, support the queen who actually wrote a book. Like, that's a lot of effort, you know. Over a year of writing is no joke, but it's a real project, so I'm really proud of her. And yeah.
And thank you for pushing me.
Oh yeah, I
To
mean,
do
that's
it.
what I do. You're welcome. I'm glad you did. It's cool to see it there, like on Amazon. I can't wait to see it in my hands, but yeah, I'm grateful. So yeah, check it out, and yeah, we're gonna move on. We're actually just hanging out here in Toronto at this Airbnb, and just spending time before I head back to Ghana, which I low key can't wait because it's too cold here. But yeah, Mom.
Okay, thank you guys for listening.
Yeah.
And continue to follow her channel.
Oh yeah.
If you just stumbled on this video, subscribe, like.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and you let the people know your channel as well.
Oh, okay. I have. Well, you can go over to my channel. It's Jessica J Amani. Or you can also go to Come Back to Me, Ava.
Back at the airport, y'all. That I am. I feel like I live here, low key, but it's all good. So it's been a hot minute since I vlogged. I've been back in Ghana. It's January 22nd. I've been back in Ghana for a while now. I think the last time we've seen each other, I was with my mom. And on that note, give me a second. I finally have the book, Come Back to Me, Ava. This is my mom's first creation, her first storybook she's ever written. It's inspired by true events, so some of it is true, some of it is not. Let's just call it a fiction because ultimately it's fiction. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't even got into reading it yet. Since being back in Ghana, I've been so busy working on this new offering that I have, one that I think would be really great. But before I continue on with that, check out my mom's book, Come Back to Me, Ava, on Amazon. It's available on Kindle, and it's available with a physical copy. I'm so super proud of her. You guys go check it out. Check out the book. See if you like it. And yeah, get back to me. I am going to read this book at some point. But lately when I've been reading, I have been I've been having the book in front of me along with the Audible in my ear at the same time, or just playing out loud. I find this is a bit of a hack to actually consume what it is that you're reading. For me, I find that having the surround sound in my mind and then seeing the words on the book just amplifies the experience, and I find I remember a lot more about what I read when I do this. So I have not gotten into this book yet. I've been working on this offering for a while now. It's something that's been sitting on my heart forever. I don't know why, but everything that's been sitting on my heart for the last 2 to 3 years is finally pouring out right now. And I don't know if it's because I'm in my 5 year. My personal year is 5 this year, and 5 is all about expansion. It's all about adventure and exploring and just growth. To me, it's this once you've in your 4 personal year, you've laid this foundation. 5, you just get to expand and grow, knowing that your foundation is solid. And I think that's what's really been happening. I think I have imagined how I would do this thing 70 million times and just haven't done it. There's so many different ways that I could do it, so many ways that I'll expand on it. But after the retreat, the retreat is going to open you up. It's going to flip you upside down. It's going to make you see all the things that are just being suppressed within you, the stuff that just need to be let go, and the stuff that needs to come up and actually express itself. And the very first thing is this mini course. I'm really excited about this because I talk a lot about the fact that when I started tuning into my body, specifically, I don't just mean tuning into my body from an aspect of like doing yoga, feeling good, feeling great, feeling calm and relaxed. I mean tuned into certain parts of my body, specifically your magnetic organs. Now, the reason why I tune into these spaces is because, of course, magnetic organs makes you think a little bit about aura. It makes you think about what you're attracting, law of attraction. It makes you think about how this matrix is manifesting itself before you based on the codes in your aura, based on the strength of your aura. So when I started focusing on like my kidneys, focusing on my heart, focusing on the energy behind these spaces that govern these spaces, that not only govern these spaces from a space of physical health, but also govern these spaces from a place of emotional health as well. And not just emotional health, but we all know chakras by now, whether you are into yoga or not. We all know there's such thing as meridians. We all know that there's such thing as energy points on the body. And so when you consciously place your mind, your breath, and certain movements in these spaces, the big one being the mind, the intention, your awareness, focus it in certain places, you're able to clear the energy, some stagnant chi, some stagnant life force energy. We're able to clear that. Those are the repetitive thoughts, the traumas and whatnot. We're able to cultivate new chi, fresh chi, from the earth, from the ethers, just from the ethers around you. And we're able to then direct it towards amplifying this area. And as I said, while this works physically for your health, it also works emotionally, energetically, and of course it has a amazing effect on the brain, on the mind. So this is basically what the mini course is based on. We actually work through the 5 magnetic organs in Taoist philosophy, and when we work through these organs, we're also doing a lot of inner work to transform whatever it is that we need to let go, transform any like hidden or stored grief within the body, to connect with stability and trust within yourself. When it comes to inner work, when it comes to inner alchemy, a person can talk to you all day, okay? But really, you have to experience it. Really, you have to go through the motions. You have to sit and think about it. You have to do what you got to do to actually reflect and work through it. You can't run from it, okay? In fact, you continuously running from doing the work, the inner alchemy, is just causing you to feel even more, disruption, to feel even more discomfort, to feel even more dysregulated within your body, within your being. And anyways, I am gonna do what I gotta do. I gotta record. I created all the scripts, okay? I've created all the scripts. I've been spending so much time putting work into what details I want to be in this mini course. I also didn't want it to be overwhelming. I wanted it to be straight to the point. I wanted you guys to, just get straight to what it is that you need to do, so that way we're not confusing you and saying too many things, because let's be honest, in this day and age, we are all taking in way too much information, and we just need to get to the nitty-gritty. We just need to get straight to the point, to the 0 point, to be exact. So, nonetheless, let me go ahead and do what I gotta do, and I'll catch up with you guys in a bit.